Rowing was a big part of my college experience, and I rowed for UCLA for 2 years and then took a break and flipped completely and was on the speech and debate team. And that was a phenomenal experience. And I was the only person essentially who was not pre-law who was on the team. So there's another friend of mine who was actually a pre-business, if you will. So the two, and we were partners. Everyone else was pre-law. So they were like, what are you guys doing here? So in any case, then I did a year scholarship through Rotary Scholarship at Edinburgh in Scotland, Edinburgh University, for my last year of college. And I picked up rowing there again. And that I just had the most amazing experience being in the British rowing scene, which is where rowing was invented. And then I hadn't touched an oar for about 20 years because of all the other demands on my time and schedule, but I always in the back of my mind really felt that passion. I wanted to get back on the water at some point. And then I figured out how to do it in the form of what's called sculling, which is where as a rower, instead of holding one oar in a boat of maybe 4 or 8 people like you do in college, you have 2 oars, and then you can row by yourself. You don't have to coordinate other people in the boat. So it's one person with 2 oars, that's sculling. So I got back into that, but I got back into it just knowing I loved the competition aspect of it. And it wasn't just going to be recreational, because I loved, the process of training, getting ready for a race, and then you put it all on the line. And they have this whole world of masters rowing. It's a little bit of a euphemism. Anybody over 27 is considered a master just by age, not by skill. Makes the older people feel good, I guess. But in any case, there's a whole world of masters rowing. Regional and national competitions, even international ones. So I've just loved getting back into it, and I hooked up with some people who were coaches. One person was even an Olympic gold and silver medalist in the silver sculls, Zeno Mueller. Fortunately, he's here in Southern California in Newport, so he's coached me multiple times, and I've really taken it as a serious endeavor, even though it's a hobby and a sport. But I figure I don't sort of do anything just half right. If I'm going to pursue something, I want to make sure no stones are unturned, so to speak. And I love it. And my family, the kids, and Selena comes out, my wife, to these regattas, and they hold a big banner, "Go Daddy Go." So they're known on the circuit as the Go Daddy girls. Different kinds of Go Daddy girls. But it's a great family experience too. And also I realize that our girls seeing Daddy train, give up free time working towards a goal, and then do the goal, and a lot of times be successful at it and come away with some hardware. And even if there's no hardware, even if I don't win a medal, but they still see that there's that process. And I think it's a great example for them, because again, that's how life is going to be. Things don't just show up in people's laps without having to work for it. So, and hopefully they'll get into some sports, eventually in school too. Again, as that example, that hopefully I'm setting for them.